The Chris Moon Show is a comedy and entertainment program. Everything said on this show is meant as a joke and should not be taken seriously. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts or guests are for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the official stance of any organization, employer, or affiliate. This show may include adult humor, satire, or topics that some listeners could find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. By listening, you agree that The Chris Moon Show, its hosts and affiliates, are not responsible for any actions or interpretations based on the content of this program. If you're easily offended, maybe this isn't your show.
Welcome to the madness! It's the Chris Moon Show! Oh!
Welcome to the Chris Moon Show. Today's January 2nd, 2026. We made it. Does anybody feel different? I bet you tell yourself you do. You might still be recovering from a hangover. You might still be recovering from, that hookup that might burn for a while. I don't know what you did with your New Year's. Me? I watched Stranger Things and went to bed early because, I don't give a shit. It's the same thing every year. Don't matter what the fucking number is. But I hope you had a great one. I hope you are out there thinking, this is my year. As I was talking today with my buddy Jim on the walk, he's hoping it's his year to not be here next year. We send thoughts and prayers his way and hope he gets what he wants because he doesn't like it here. But that's okay. Sometimes you don't like it here, and that's all right. That's all right. We're gonna do our best while we're here, and hope our overmasters enjoy the little trinkets we make for them, and they're happy, and they let us stay here, Other than that, this show's going to be a little about the new you, new me, new year, all that good stuff. We got a lot of weird topics that's going to be on there. Fought a rooster this week. It was a strange event. I was walking on my walk, and a rooster came up to me, and I thought we was going to be cool. He come up and rubbed his head on my leg. Then I reached down to pet him, and the fucker pecked me. And I smacked the motherfucker in the beak and reminded him he's a motherfucking chicken, and I ain't scared of him. I ain't scared of no goddamn chicken. That's dinner. That's fucking dinner. We'll take no shit off no chicken. I advise you to take no shit off no chicken either. You got a bunch of chicken heads. You smack those bitches around. You don't put up no shit. That's what I'm telling you to do. All right. I guess we're ready to move on to the Chris Moon Show. The topics, broad stroke the world. Here we go. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's start the show off today with New Year, New Me. Flip the calendar, same you, same problems. I'm trying to tell you. Did any of your bills go away first of the month? They're all fucking due. No, they're all still there. You all set out these tasks that are way too big for your comprehension that you're going to do. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this. For 3 weeks, you're going to fucking be miserable. Then the next, 49, you're going to fucking live in bliss because you're going to go back to eating that cheeseburger and whatnot. But you got that piece of paper where you made a promise to yourself. You wrote it down, New Year resolution. How about you start small? Start very small. First of all, don't write a fucking list. You're just setting yourself up to fail. If it's on paper, you're going to feel shame. Put it in your head. Make it yours. Make it something that only you know. If you only know, nobody else is going to shame you when you fuck up. Because you're going to fuck up. Because we all fuck up. I don't tell nobody what the fuck, my weight loss goals and shit are and stuff. I only want to be depressed when I step on the fuck scale and I fail. I don't want a fucking audience when I'm sitting there fucking failing. Do you want an audience to ask you all the time, well, what was your weight this week? Did you go down or up? Why about you go down on me, bitch? Fuck you. Mind your business, Don't ask personal questions. Did you ever hear, don't ask people who they voted for and how much they weigh? Get the fuck out of here. Learn some manners, people. But We set ourselves up as society on this one because we all got to make these goals and whatnot and do all this shit because it's a new number on the motherfucking thing. New year, new me. Get the fuck out of here. Same you, same bills, unless you won the motherfucking lottery. And I don't think you did, because if you did, good on you. Get a personal trainer, get a Lapro band, get you some good shit, and get your fucking identity changed. Get the fuck out of here. Because some motherfuckers are, if you're related to anybody around here, they're going to want their fucking cut. They're going to know what they're going to get. They want a new house. They want a new this. They want a new that. Nope. See? This is already causing problems. New year, new me is bullshit. How about you just work on baby stepping toward a goal you want, a realistic one. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Get up a little earlier and do some planks, do some setups, start small. You don't have to swing, you don't have to be fucking Babe Ruth and hit home runs. You know, start small. Take a couple bunts, man. Take a couple batting practices. Get in there. You know, start with adjusting your diet. The diet ultimately is the key to it all. Adjusting everything, you know, and don't be a stupid bitch about it that counts calories, because that ain't all you need on there. That number that's on there. And also check the serving size for that calories. You know, you'd be surprised how much cereal you're supposed to really have. I guarantee you, we all have like 5 servings at a time of fucking cereal. You know, nobody gets a 1 serving of cereal. You're going to fucking, it's literally like a fucking like 3 bites of cereal. You know, that's not enough for anything. They ain't bedding shit down, you know. So now all of a sudden, now you see where I'm going with this? Now you got to cut cereal out. Now you can't have cereal. Now you can't have that. So where's your happiness in this new me and new you? That ain't there, is it? There's no happiness in this. There's just pain and sorrow. And welcome to the new year, because now you get it. That's what life is, pain and sorrow. You just learn to sprinkle in some sprinkles to be happy every once in a while. And your happiness is your food that you're eating. That you fucking eat your feelings. Because mostly everybody I know around here, we love to be foodies and eat our feelings. There's nothing more in Clarksville loves than a new restaurant. We don't give a fuck what kind it is. It could be the Yummy Bowl. Not a lot of you motherfuckers know what's in the Yummy Bowl. But goddamn, you motherfuckers are always there. You'll just whiten it up. You'll be like, can you put some mayonnaise in that? Can you take some of that seasoning out? And I don't like season. I don't like spicy stuff. It hurts me. I'm sweating now thinking about it, you know. But we will find a way to go to all these restaurants. Texas Roadhouse has had the biggest boom because everybody around here gets Texas Roadhouse gift cards. And then I was thinking about it. I was talking to my kid about it. They don't order their normal food with that card. They get the extra. Now they're getting the fucking blooming onion and a couple extra beers. That card isn't to pay for the dinner. It's to sprinkle on happiness. That card is happiness. Somebody thought to get you a card of happiness. And they take it there and they get that big beer. They get that big margarita. And motherfucker, they're the happiest there. They sprinkle in some more rolls and whatnot. You can't do that now because it's a new you. And you got to be losing weight. New year, new you. But I tell you what, from the 26th to the fucking 1st, that bitch was jumping because all you motherfuckers was like, I got to get it in while I can get it in. You act like it's the last time you all can jerk off for a while. And don't get me started on the whole sober January shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. If you want to quit drinking, fine. I don't drink anymore. My buddy Jim don't drink no more. We do because we're fucking old and it hurts. And he's got diabetes now and his leg will fall off, you know. I don't want Jim's leg to fall off. I do miss Drunk Jim. Drunk Jim was a lot of fun. You know, we got a lot of bad things, a lot of bad ideas coming from Drunk Jim. Drunk Jim was a lot of fun. The problem was I would get so drunk and not realize he was so drunk, and I would still think he was Normal Jim, and these were Normal Jim ideas. I didn't know who Normal Jim was for a long time. I knew Drunk Jim because that's how much we drank back in the day. It was always Drunk Jim was showing up to the party. Normal Jim wasn't around much. You know, I see Normal Jim a lot more now, and we have a lot of different conversations now, and a lot of it doesn't involve boobies anymore. A lot of the old Drunk Jim's conversation talked about boobies, and it's a good conversation to have. Boobies are awesome. I don't know how you feel about new you, new me, new year, all that stuff, but always boobies. Boobies are great, you know. So I hope you get your goals, and when you fail, don't beat yourself up. Go get you that steak, medium rare, get you that baked potato and some rolls, and be happy. Baby steps. Look, man, I'm telling you, we walk every day. A little bit of walking goes a long way. Walk a day keeps a heart attack away kind of deal. So start small. You need any advice? Don't ask me. I'm a chubby guy. I can give you a little, but not much. I can tell you where to go eat that, though. On to the next topic. So, little known fact that fell in my lap and into my world, I bumped into it. Microdosing. Apparently that is the new thing we're using to experiment on ourselves. You know, the one I saw was microdosing nicotine to lose weight and to keep for ADHD. I have ADHD. I am not taking nicotine patches. I'm not taking that gum. I'm not smoking cigarettes. We were told they were bad. Smoking's bad, okay? Nicotine's bad, okay? Apparently now we are tricking people, the youngsters, that we told our generation to stay away from. We told our kids to stay away from. Now we're telling people, but if you only did a little bit, What the fuck, a little bit? Well, first of all, I can't do shit in a little bit. I can't microdose fucking air. I breathe in too much. Now I fucking do everything in excess. There ain't a fuck. If I like it, I'm gonna fucking overdo it. That's what I fucking do. I love it. I don't think anybody can microdose. That whole joke on South Park with ketamine. They're going down to ketamine hole. You're supposed to microdose ketamine and they're getting fucked up. It's just an excuse to fucking do something. You're just trying to say, I only do it a little bit. I only touch a little bit of this. I only do a little bit of that. Bullshit. When you're in your home and nobody's around, bitch, you're doing a whole bunch of everything. Ain't nobody just do a line of Coke in the history of Coke. Nobody's ever said, I'm only going to do a line today. Bullshit. A crackhead wakes up and fucking motivated more than any fucking CEO or anybody in this world. Today, the day they're getting high. They ain't fucking around. They ain't no if they get high, if they get the money. It is when they get the fucking money, when they get fucking high, and they fucking make it happen. That's what the fuck it's about. Microdosing is this fucking new fancy word for fucking, I do drugs, okay? I do some ketamine. I do a little bit of nicotine. Anything with a teen on it, you can microdose it. Well, it's the most pussy sounding shit I've heard. It's pussy sounding. Like you're going to make yourself a lab experiment and pretend like, are you going to document it? You writing down how much you microdosed? I microdosed 0.20 of some nicotine today and I had 4.5 hours worth of focusness. Bitch, how you going to fucking know? How you know like who the fuck knows that you're dialed in? Nobody. I'm going to tell you what, motherfucker that's really high, he's really high. He don't know he's fucking dialed in and fucking like anything. He's just stuck. Like a guy that's fucking smoke a lot of weed, he just sits there and looks at shit. He's thinking, but he ain't gonna remember what he thought about because he's fucked up. Same fucking thing. Microdosing. It's just another word for this generation to say, I'm a bitch. I can only do this a little bit. I don't want to do it in excess. Bitch, that's what the 80s was built on. All those shows you fucking love to watch that you all copied off of us, it came off excess. Excess amounts of cocaine. Excess amount of just every fucking thing that you're too big of a bitch to do. Then, what are you going to do? Start microdosing sex? Only stuck the tip in. Only did a little bit. What the fuck? There's no fun in any of this shit that you all do. And you're proclaiming that it's to fucking keep you healthier and focused. What the fuck is healthy about fucking just, I did a little nicotine. It was good. It's just like, my generation call you bitch. The generation before mine call you bitch. Everybody would call you a bitch. Because you want to know why? Microdosing is the equivalent of one drink passing the fuck out. You's a bitch. And we're going to make fun of you. So if you microdose anything, you're just a bitch. I'm sorry. This isn't a lab experiment. You ain't fucking a doctor. You don't have the lab equipment. You don't have anything to fucking write it down. And bitch, we're already fucking lab rats in this world. We're being fucking pharmaceutical and tested on every day. You ain't the motherfucker to fucking figure something out. Nicotine didn't make my dad any more fucking focus. He made him fucking dead. That's what it did. None of this shit that you all claiming it's going to make you better Ain't gonna do shit. And again, we're all about, it'll help me lose weight. Go get you the shot, bitch. Go get you the pill. Is this the poor man's way of losing weight? Because I can remember there was a thing in the 80s and stuff of house moms and strippers smoking cigarettes to help them, curve the hunger of stuff. You know what they died of? Either they got beat to death, shot in the head, or fucking died of cancer if they made it long enough. It was an abusive relationship with the cigarettes and the environment they put them in. It wasn't good. They drew their eyebrows on back in. You all gonna start microdosing your eyebrows on too? It wasn't a good idea then, and it sure the fuck now is. Understand that if you microdose any fucking thing, Chris Moo and the whole world is looking at you going, what a pussy. What a pussy. Again, we're going to talk about the younger generation, where we've gone as a society, and attention spans. We are so close to having an attention span of goldfish. Goldfish have an attention span of 8 seconds. Humans now have an attention span of 9 fucking seconds. You have 9 seconds to fucking get your point across. Listen to me. I can't get nothing across in 9 fucking seconds. I'm fucked. Like, if you're watching this and you make this far, and I see the numbers, most of y'all bail out pretty fucking early, so now it all makes sense to me. You all can't hang with the Moondog and his fucking craziness. And I understand that, Now I got scientific proof. It ain't me, it's you. It's you. It ain't me. I'm doing my part. I'm sitting here in front of a camera. I'm sitting here with Jim. We're keeping attention and locked in. We're fucking dialed in every fucking week. We are dialed in to give you the best fucking show. And it's not me, it's your fault. You all got a 9-second attention span. I am here every fucking week for about 40 fucking minutes rambling the fuck on, trying to educate all not listening. But it's not your fault. It's the iPhones. It's the social media. It's everything pulling you there's so much shit for you all to fucking ingest every day. And I understand that. World War One, there was like fucking, that generation had very little amount of data they had to ingest. You guys have 64 times more data daily to ingest the process. And you know what? It's your fault. It's your fault. Like, put the fucking phone down. Like, you don't need to know every fucking thing. Pick something and learn the most you can about it. You don't have to know everything there is about everything. There is no reason to. There's a bunch of, and you're talking to a guy who knows a bunch of fucking facts that don't fucking matter to any fucking body. I have crazy facts. I know who slept with who, and I'll fucking break that out on a Clarksville person. But it's no use to anybody. It's useless fucking knowledge that I have. It serves no fucking purpose other than to fuck with somebody. But yet my Rain Man ass knows it for some reason, and I couldn't tell you why, because it wasn't like something I consciously was writing the fuck down looking at somebody's window. Oh, they fuck such and such. This will be useful later. And some of y'all people, I have fucking said this to you in public. I apologize. Sometimes it fucking slips out. Poor Tanya. Tanya, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I shouldn't have done that.
The worst trip to Walgreens of all
time.
Yeah,
you were just going to get cold medicine, and you ran into me on a bad day, and I had to bring up Derek. And I apologize for that. Nobody should have to remember Derek, but we all do, But I digress, Fucking your attention spans, y'all need to work on that. Like, we used to have to do the memory game. That fucking, we had to know our multiplications, I still know them like, pow, 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 pow. I don't know the English language worth the fuck. If you watch a show, you know it. I fuck a word up like a fucking no other. There's fucking up words, There's a few runner-ups, but none of y'all are even close, But the whole idea that you all can't pay attention for longer than 9 seconds is crazy to me. You can't find something that you're interested in, that something so pulls you away. I got a lot of things I put way more than 9 seconds worth of my attention in. But I've seen this generation, they're not really interested in a lot of cool shit, You're all perfectly okay with the Minecraft and the 2K, and I guess I need to learn to adapt to it. I have actual friends that I see. You all got like actual online friends, and you all really are close to them. And I give you shit about that. Again, I seen Doe in person a handful of times. He was in our wrestling match and whatnot. But I spent more time on the headset with dough than I did in person. And so I understand how that bond is made. Because fuck, I miss that shit like fucking crazy, man. Gaming has never be the fucking same without fucking dough over there raising 10 kinds of hell. And, you're literally, I got to step in Dough's world from a safe comfort distance, I wouldn't have want to been in Dough's crazy world, what was going on over there and the stories he told me. I'd be too goddamn scared, man, be honest with you. But I got to have a front row seat at a safe distance to fucking learn about what goes on in Dough's world and what goes on and stuff. And it was very intriguing. Some of it was annoying shit, like when he's eating my ear. And I say that and I still miss it, so. But for the biggest part is, there's things that, there's conversations that people have. You need to be involved. You need to learn to your communication skills. You need to learn to have a conversation back and forth. I step on people a lot. And so the friends that I have, we kind of overlap each other the way we talk. You got to find your people. Find where you fit in. So you're going to need to put more than 9 seconds worth of your fucking energy into finding where you fit. A lot of people are depressed, and I see it in a lot of young kids when they get out of school. They put you on the fucking treadmill and told you this is where you're supposed to be, this is where you're supposed to go. And then they fucking turn the machine off at the end and shoot your ass out in the world, and you don't know where the fuck to go. You think you're supposed to go to college. You think you're supposed to do this. You think you have this. No 18-year-old fucking kid has what they want to be, what they want to do, and know confidently from their chest. You think you have an idea. You've been told by other people what you should do. You've been told by fucking people who smoke cigarettes and drink coffee and have life regrets and student loans like you wouldn't believe. And they are authority figures in your life, and you think they know what's best. I'm going to tell you what, most of them got summer jobs at a little league or somewhere or cleaning somebody's house because they don't make enough money at their school job to fucking be able to comfortably live for those months that they're off. So these people are handing out fucking life advice that shouldn't be handing out life advice. They should tell you the fucking truth. Fucking life's shady. Life's hard. There's a lot of things you won't understand or get. There's going to be things that happen. Then you're going to be like, what the fuck? And you're going to change your mind like a billion times. And you do this your whole life. You wanted to be a fireman when you was a kid. You want to be a wrestler. You want to be this. You want to be that. You got to figure it out. And if you stumble and fall upon the way, that's part of it. You're going to fail more than you succeed. And you will learn more from failure than you will from succeeding. So that 9 seconds of attention need to get fucking longer. Because you need to pay attention when you stumble and fall, what you stumbled and fell on. Because if you don't pay attention, you're just going to keep making the same mistakes. And don't let people tell you what you're going to be. You tell them what you're going to be. And if they don't like it, fuck them. Fuck them right in the ass. Who gives a fuck? They drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, and they're probably missing a headlight in their car in the parking lot. I had teachers whose fucking driver door didn't open. And this motherfucker was the smartest guy like the fourth smartest guy in America. Like, he was fucking super smart, and his fucking car door didn't open. How smart's that? He couldn't figure out how to fix his car door, but he can do the Pythagorean theorem like a motherfucker. And I didn't really pay off for him, did it? Did it? No, it didn't. The Pythagorean theorem did not fucking do anything for anybody, ever. Knowing how many that pi is infinite never did anybody any fucking good. None of us gonna use that shit. You bitches do need to know your multiplication for a warehouse job. I've worked warehouse jobs. You need to know the multiplications. You need to know the basic shit. Learn the basic shit. Be the most basic bitch in the world and learn that basic shit. Then pick out all this shit that you want to be. Like my son decided he wanted to be a mechanic. I was a mechanic one time. I'm telling you, it's a shitty job. Shitty pay. I'm going to tell you, it's like the hairdresser with men. Everybody fucking thinks they're fucking the cockswalk and fucking everything. And they can fix everything. And it's the most biggest fucking cuckolding bitch fucking industry. You're a fucking bitch. You all fucking bitch and whine and cry, and you drink your fucking energy drinks, and you're probably about on your second divorce, You ain't fucking, mechanics ain't tough. I'm gonna tell you right now. And listen, most of you fucking don't think you need that equipment for some fucking reason, or you're not gonna, technology's taking over the world. No shit, motherfucker. No shit, motherfucker. You just now figuring that out? You need to know how to work a goddamn computer. You need to know how to work all that shit. And if you thought in high school or anywhere along the line you were never going to need to know that shit, go be a bricklayer. That's who you are. That's all you're going to be. You can't even drive the fucking heavy equipment because guess what? It's on GPS. It's on this. It's on that. You need to know how to work all that shit. And we're going to cover about how technology has really fucking dumbed you dumb son of bitches down. You know, that you all don't know your multiplications. You don't know this. You don't know that. But you need to put more than 9 seconds into anything. Like, you play video games, fucking be the best video game player you can be. Like, fucking own that shit. Like, pick something and own it. Dive deeper into something other than just to glance by and rub your dick across it for 5 seconds and then fucking go in the other room and fucking play with Play-Doh. You know? Let's don't be like more functioning adults. Let's pay attention. Let's have a conversation. Let's do better. So our next topic is going to piggyback off the topic we just discussed. It's going to be about how, as a society, we're getting dumber. And we're getting more dependent on our phone. I bet a lot of y'all can't read a map. I bet you can't read a slide ruler. I bet you can't fucking work a regular thermostat. I bet you couldn't work an old phone. You know, and I get it that these are technologies that are dead. But there's a lot of things that you should still be able to do. I bet you can't fucking walk through a fucking woods and pick out a fucking deer if they're out there. There's just things that as a human being and as a person, you should know how to do. There's a lot of doing your laundry you should know how to do. It ain't fucking hard. If my ass can do it, you can do it. I've been doing laundry since I was 8. Don't smell like a jizz sock all fucking day. Don't smell mildewy. Mildewy people suck. They suck, man. Nobody wants to smell the motherfucking Ohio River hanging out with you. You know, hygiene. Hygiene's a big thing. I can't believe women sleep with you motherfuckers, man. That's the thing. Like, there's no way. Like, if you look like shit on your lid, there's no way you got the shit off your ass. You know, and she's willing to go fucking clown around down there with it. What's her area looking like? If she's willing to accept it, hers got to be just as bad. I mean, fuck, man. Like, let's have some pride in ourselves, man. You know, you want to make beautiful love, not trash man love. You don't want to have hobo sex. You don't want to get in there and everybody smells like ass and there's garbage pieces everywhere after you're done. You know, what the fuck kind of love making you all having? Motherfuckers, that's a problem. Y'all didn't have good soap operas, man. They set the mood. They had music. They laid down. You laid the woman down. Like, you fucking, like, they were sparkly, clean, you know, they had glitter and whatnot, you know. It was all fucking through rose glasses looking. And now you all out here having fucking dirty Mike and the boys sex. You know, y'all fucking dirty. Like, it's so basic. Like, there's just basic things as a human being that you should be able to do. Don't leave your goddamn garbage on the ground. Don't eat half a fucking, and you know who I'm talking to right now. You don't leave half your food on the motherfucking shelf. Then act like when I tell you to move that motherfucker that it wasn't never there. Like, I don't have a mouse problem because I know where they're at. They're in 2 fucking rooms in my house. And these motherfuckers need to work on it. If you're watching, do better. Do better, motherfucker. Like, this is horrible. Like, clean up your fucking mess. How hard is it to pick your shit up? How hard is it to put your clothes in a clothes basket? How hard is it to do these things? Like, man, don't leave your living room looking like a fucking dog had dirty paws and ran all over it. There's a vacuum cleaner. Do you all know how to use it? Do you know how to turn the button on? A lot of people don't. And that's crazy. How do you not know how to use a vacuum cleaner? Do you even know what a vacuum cleaner looks like? This world is so weird to me now. And now I feel like my fucking papa and mama that fucking would talk about shit. And I'd be like, what? Now it's basic. Like, they were talking about like real shit. Like wartime stuff and all this. Like real hardships. I'm just talking about wiping your ass, man. And you motherfuckers are struggling with it. You know? Motherfucker, don't put your dude wipes down the goddamn fucking... Unless you rent. Fuck those people. Flush those motherfuckers if you rent. That's their fucking problem. They'll fix it. But if you own a home,
Don't you dare put dude wipes down that motherfucker. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking dare think about it. I see the poor street department people, the sewage department, they got a pile of wipes over there. They have to fucking put stuff on, enzymes and shit to break down. You know, that's how bad it is. But that's only like the pile shouldn't, if everybody was wiping their ass as good as they did, that pile would be way bigger. That pile's not as big as it should be. It's not. So a mess of you motherfuckers are just fucking just air drying the shit on your ass. You just saying fuck it. You know, you just get up, oh, that was a pretty messy one, and just pulling your pants up. Because that's what you smell like. I run into you at the store all the fucking time. And some of you motherfuckers, oh my, dude, we went looking for Amiibos one time at Kmart, New Albany. This fat bitch would fucking smell like piss, shit, and shame. And I fucking took a deep breath, and I could still smell that. And some of you motherfuckers beat that. Like, some of you motherfuckers smell like you had nothing but Natty Lights and White Castles and hadn't taken a bath in 3 fucking weeks. I see your hair. Your boy got barely, I got a little hair now. And I take good care of it. I wash it every day. It's just a little bit. But you motherfuckers, and some of you motherfuckers, I can see it. There's bird's nests in that shit. You know? The problem is, we didn't allow bullying. Like, we would have broke your ass in my generation at fucking school. And then maybe you'd have been emotionally scarred, but your ass would have been clean. You would have brushed your teeth every fucking day. It wouldn't have been a fucking problem. We'd have beat it into you. Your parents would have started you down that path, and they started you down that path because they didn't want you to be called the stinky kid. They didn't want you to get a weird fucking name. And by God, you didn't listen to them. They had what was best. Your old man didn't slap you in the head because your breath smelled like dog shit for no reason. Now you go into fucking social society, and you smell like dog shit, and you get called on it. It's your fault. It's your fault, because I'm going to tell you what, if people really loved you at home, they would have told you, hey, they gave you a nickname. Oh, shit breath over there, you know? He fucking needs to go there. He smells like he ate cat shit out of the fucking litter box again. Somebody would have said a joke like that, and you'd have took the fucking hint. At least I hoped you would. But no, we couldn't do that. That's some emotional damage. He'll maybe cry, he won't grow up to be a functioning adult because his feelings got hurt. Well, I'm going to tell you what. We carried your little feelings in our hands, and we took care of you, and we told you that you were so great, and you're not a functioning adult! You smell like shit in a hobo! Fucking you and the shoe goblin smell the fucking same! How the fuck is it he's fucking out on the street? You're got a fucking home with fucking hot water, functioning soap, all this shit, and you still smell like shit! How do you fucking live with yourselves? How do you go out? And how's the rest of your friends okay with this? Like you all need to fucking, start a Stranger Things little group, and you all can fucking be accountability buddies for each other. Who washed their ass today? You know? You all need to do better all the way around. Like, the little things matter. Like that fucking toothbrush, and you use that motherfucker. Scrub those motherfuckers. Get in there good. Deodorant isn't bad. But then you got these motherfuckers that get the fucking this cologne. Like we had cologne like fucking Polo. Shit like that was just like you knew it was the douchebaggery of the dude that didn't, he was gonna go do dirty shit at the bar and he smelled horrible and he had to cover it up. He fucking took a whore bath. Now you motherfuckers got some perfume and cologne. That shit literally sets me on fire. My nose is burning. I don't know. I'm blaming the cologne. It could be this mixture of your putrid odor and the cologne making this cloud of some ungodly holy smell that's fucking just light me the fuck up. Like I literally smell like somebody made mustard gas and I'm fucking being tortured like with the rest of the people and I'm being fucked up with your smell. I don't want to be stuck on a bus, on a train, on fucking a plane with you smelly bastards that can't understand that it's so easy. These are problems that are so easy to fix. And we struggle with the easiest problems now. And we pretend like we're solving these great problems. We're doing these great big things. Like you have these big plans that are going on. That you're this great big important person. I'm going to tell you what. Not a goddamn one of you got anything going on. I know you. You don't have this great master plan going on. You need to do what we did and everybody before you. There was a time when baths was a fucking luxury. We're not there anymore. It's in everybody's home. It's right fucking there. It's that room with that big thing that sits in it, and with that thing you need to learn to use. There's a sink. there's a tub, and there's a toilet. You use the toilet, you wipe your ass. Wash your hands afterwards. Wash your filthy fucking hands. You know, it acts like some of you didn't have toddler training. And I don't think a lot of you did. You know, I think we gave you a fucking iPad and said, here, put your shit fingers all over it. I done got, daddy and mommy done watched porn on it enough. We got a new one. So now you can rub your shit fingers all over it and fucking nobody's going to say nothing to you because you're quiet. So as long as you sit over in the corner and you smell like shit and you're quiet, nobody gave a fuck. Well, here to tell you, your boy Chris Moon, he cares. He cares about you. He doesn't want you to sit over in the corner smelling like shit anymore. He wants you to go out in this world and chase whatever sex you want to chase and smell good, look good, dress good, feel good. I'm telling you, you brush those crusty ass teeth, brush that fucking hair and get a haircut where it ain't fucking like weirdly shaped. Trim your shit up. Line that shit up, motherfucker. Line that shit up. That's another thing we don't fucking shame them up, motherfuckers. We let them grow patchiness. We never let any, you didn't want the nickname Patchy when it fucking like you had like a whole bunch of hair here and here. You know, I'm white trash. That's finally, I'm almost 50 years old, starting to grow in together. I had to do some work, But don't think I didn't get my balls busted the whole way on this for the whole journey of my adulthood. And you know what? It would make me better. These people were looking out for me because they cared enough to say, hey, you look stupid, man. Fix that shit. Nobody's telling you, hey, you look stupid, man. Fix that shit. Line that shit up. Brush your fucking teeth. Wash your ass. Fucking, don't have fucking shoes with holes in them. Don't do this. Don't do that. Put on something nice, And I don't give a shit if it's a comic book shirt. I love a good comic book shirt. I'm wearing a monkey shirt right now. It's one of my favorite shirts. Just make sure it's washed. I washed this motherfucker. This motherfucker clean. It clean as fuck. Oh, Tide. Oh, it smells great. It doesn't smell like fucking the river. It doesn't smell like I went down to shit creek and washed it on a motherfucking rock and then put it back the fuck on. Why do you all struggle with the basics? Let's start over. Hi, I'm Chris Moon. Let's work on the basicness. Let's go back to the beginning. When you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. When you get up in the morning, you go and brush your teeth. You brush your hair every day. You put on clean clothes. There was a time when you didn't put clean clothes on, motherfucking teachers would rat you out to fucking Child Protective Service. Now they're just fucking like, I'm glad he's got clothes on. He's got the bare fucking minimum. The bare fucking minimum is, we need to raise the bar. We as a society need to raise the fucking bar. It's too fucking low. I literally can fucking trip over it and without even trying. Like you all motherfuckers had the, I asked for the bare minimum. I'm guilty of it. I asked for the bare minimum from the motherfuckers around me. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm the problem. I'm such an overbearing fucking person that all I cared about was fucking you were happy. Now I care about if you don't look like a fucking homeless guy. You don't smell like shit. That you're fucking dressed decent and that you're fucking doing the things you should do naturally. I just thought everybody just knew to do these things. I thought it was the natural progression that you knew you're not supposed to wipe your ass after you shit. I thought it was a natural progression after you brush your teeth 3 times a fucking day. I thought all this was no. Don't eat McDonald's every other fucking meal. Eat you something fucking good. And don't be surprised when you eat fucking bad food all the time that your health sucks. I don't give a shit what the age you are. Like everybody thinks that age is like this shield that's gonna stop fucking sickness and bad shit happen to you. Nobody's fucking immune. Nobody gets out of this alive. So if you start eating fucking bad food at fucking 8 and surprised at 22 that your fucking health sucks and you don't do nothing and you sit in a fucking dark room all fucking day and absolutely do no activities, motherfucker, we got away with it because motherfucker, we was active as a kid, man. We was active as teenagers. We were always doing dumb shit. Even when our fucking 22, I was drinking my ass off. I was still playing ball every day. I was still exercising. You motherfuckers sit in one spot and fucking need to wear compression socks now at fucking 22. Like, you need to fucking realize that all this shit's important. All this shit's important. Get the fuck out there. It's so basic and you all act like it's this fucking like impossible feat. I'm gonna tell you what, my fucking ass can do it. Anybody can do it. So fucking let's get together. You put your whites separate. You put your colors in together. You put them in the wash machine. You take the cup. It comes with the fucking Tide. You fill it up to the line. You pour it in. You shut the damn thing. You turn it on whatever setting you feel it needs. If it's delicate, you put it on delicate. If it's just regular clothes, you can fit medium, heavy, whatever to what on a setting. Cold water. Cold water's the best, unless you're doing your blankets or towels. Put them in hot. Run it through. Don't forget about them. This is the key part. Don't leave them motherfuckers in there for a fucking week. Then come back and get them. Because now we're back to the problem. You smell like fucking sour milk in the river. You don't want to be the sour milk and river guy. So then you take them, you move them over to the dryer. The dryer's very simple. Make sure you clean out the lint trap. You don't want to burn the fucking house down. You put it in the dryer, you turn the little thing on, and you fucking let them dry. Nowhere that I'm telling you have to fold everything. I hang my shirts and my fucking pants. I fold up. Socks, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking throw them all together and mash them together later. I don't think you have to do that inside out, make a ball out of fucking socks. That's just waste of time. Underwear, same thing. You just throw them in a laundry basket and throw them in a fucking drawer. No, if you're a fucking weird OCD person that folds your underwear, fuck you. You're just wasting your life and time. Learn something else to be OCD about. That ain't the one of the things you need about. But it's so simple. It's so simple. You should know how to make a grilled cheese. You should know how to make an egg. These are all, like, you should be able to cook for yourself the most basic. I knew how to do all that at 8 years old. 8 years old, I knew how to make a grilled cheese. I knew how to work a microwave. I was shocked that people don't know how to work a microwave. Like, it's the most basic bitch shit there was. We have air fryers. You can throw shit in the air fryer. There's so much shit that you should know how to do. You should never go hungry if there's something in that refrigerator. You don't eat out food all the time. If there's nuggets in there, throw it in that goddamn. If there's tenders, throw it in that goddamn. You don't eat out tenders all the fucking time. Out tenders ain't good for you all the time. You should at least have one healthy food that you like. You know, there should be something. I like fucking beef and broccoli now. It's fucking great. I'm a big fan of putting onions and stuff. I eat a lot of chicken. You know, I know how to air fry. So it goes back to the new meat topic. Learn how to make chicken in the air fryer. If you throw a little seasonings on it, dude, you know how much weight you'll lose just off a couple tenders with some seasoning on it and put it in there? I'm telling you, that tender that you eat at home is way better than that tender you're going to eat at fast food. You know, at least it's going to have less dick hands on it. You know, it's going to be healthier for you because the simple fact, it ain't going to have like some bitch that's got syphilis fingers fingering your food and putting it on there because she fucking don't care because she don't wash her hands either. You know, so that's a problem that affects us all. This is a hand washing problem all across the board that everybody needs to wash their ass and wash their hands. Pay attention to what you're doing in this world. Learn to do the basic shit. If you have any problems, any questions on how to do this, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will advise you on how to do it. We will get through this together, and we will all be better. So this show's been a little aggressive in your face. You know, I'm a little passionate about this. But guess what, people? People pay money for this shit. People are paying money to have somebody yell at them to be fucking better. So I'm giving it to you for free. You know, this is Chris Moon's boot camp of being better. People are paying good money to go to boot camps to be yelled at to run your fat ass from one cone to the next cone. Are we serious? We're having people have accountability buddies that are call them in the morning to make sure they didn't get too drunk last night or eat too many calories last night. People are paying money for this to fucking be. They don't have no self-respect for themselves to be able to hold themselves. Now, there's a whole different thing if you got an addiction problem or something like that and you got a sponsor and you need help every once in a while. But this is just bitch shit. This is saying I can't even fucking fight my urge for macaroni and motherfucking cheese. You know, I need somebody to tell me to exercise. I need somebody to hold me accountable because I can't hold me accountable. Why can't you hold yourself accountable? You see yourself in the fucking mirror. I know what I look like when I take my motherfucking shirt off in that full fucking mirror. I see the goddamn road map of stretch marks on my goddamn belly. I know how it happened. I didn't hold myself accountable. I went to fucking McDonald's one too many times. I did all this. I didn't need somebody to yell at me and say, hey, fat ass, quit eating that. Because I'm going to tell you what. The only person can save you is you. You can only save you. No matter how bad you want it and somebody yells at you and wants it. Because I've coached basketball and I wanted those motherfuckers to be the best motherfucking players. I wanted them to jump on the ground. I wanted them to fucking do everything they possibly could. I wanted them when they're running not to cut that corner. No matter how bad I wanted it for them, If they didn't want it, it wasn't going to happen. So you're going to pay me money to make yourself feel more accountable for shit that you should be accountable for. It's fucking stupid. What the fuck, man? Like, quit throwing your money away. Like, use that money productively. Buy healthier foods. Don't buy the goddamn fucking Dunkin' sticks and expect you're not going to eat them. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if there's some Dunkin' sticks in my motherfucking house, I'm going to have me a Dunkin' stick. You know? That's what's going to happen. If it's there, you're going to eat it. So you know what you do? You don't fucking buy it. Just be fucking miserable later that night when you're like, man, I wish I had something, a sweet treat, you know? But you don't need the sweet treat. Sometimes if you really got to go, you really got to sacrifice. And that's the problem. We don't want to sacrifice anymore. That's where the shot and the pill comes from. We honestly don't know what all that shit's going to do to you. I hear about the messing with your brain. There's cancers. I also hear it messes with women's lady parts. And I heard it does a lot of weird shit. You know, but as long as the lid looks good, y'all don't care, you know, and I get that. Like, I totally understand. As one person that fights every day to lose weight and do better, but I thought like you guys. I was like hoping somebody would see that I'm a fat piece of shit and be like, hey, I got an idea. You know, you're always asking that person that's in shape how they got in shape. Well, I'm going to tell you how they got in shape. There's one running thing that goes through. Discipline. Fucking discipline. To keep with it, to no matter when they're having a bad day or a good day, they do the same shit repetitively. They get in there and they do the same work. I walk all the time. I walk for 25 fucking weeks, 13 fucking miles, 7 days a fucking week. I was down to almost 190. I'm about 220 right now. I don't do it as much as I did. And my diet got a little lax. I know why I got that weight back. Because I started eating the shit. I don't eat as bad as I used to. I don't eat fast food, don't touch it. But I didn't hold myself accountable. And I didn't fucking yell at myself to not eat that shit. You know? And then there's I go long periods, I don't eat. You know? Like, I forget to eat. And that sounds crazy, but that happens a lot. Then I fucking overdo. Like, I juggle stuff in the wrong way. Like, I get it, like the cheese sticks. I got way too into them because they were easy to get. I was eating 10 of those a day. There's a lot of fat, a lot of sodium. I swell up. It doesn't fucking work for me. You know, I have to find a happy medium, and I juggle it every day. I'm telling you, you don't need to pay somebody to tell you that you're a happy medium. You know you better than anybody. You know what makes you feel like shit after you eat it. You know it. You know the thing that you eat and your fucking stomach hurts and you feel shame inside. You know, you knew you shouldn't have ate that much. You knew you shouldn't do that. No matter what modern medicine gets and whatever, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's some kind of damage that's going to come from that pharmaceutical that you don't know. Have you ever had to take medicine? I've had all kinds of bipolar medicine and stuff that did all kinds of weird, crazy shit to me that didn't fix the problem, but made new ones that were amazing and fantastic, that it did all kinds of crazy shit to my body. And who knows how long that long-lasting shit is. I don't take that shit anymore. You know what I do? I got a structure that I set up with a therapist, and I have a plan. Nobody achieves anything or any goals without a plan. So if you set a goal and you don't have a plan, you got a pipe fucking dream. That's all it is. And it doesn't matter if you pay that fucking guy with abs or that hot chick to tell you that you're doing fucking great. Keep working hard. Because I'm going to tell you what, they honestly don't care. They're just getting a paycheck. There's no difference in the fucking at the McDonald's employee cheers you on while you eat your french fries, telling you you're the greatest motherfucker in the world. It doesn't make it true. You ain't the greatest motherfucker in the world. You still the fat piece of shit eating them french fries. And just because somebody there tells you you're awesome doesn't mean you're awesome. They just want your money. So if you're paying somebody for a service, of course they're going to kiss your ass. Of course they are. They're going to act like they give a fuck. They're going to act like they care. They're a little hard on you. But ultimately, they're not going to fucking drop the hammer on your ass because they need you to come back next week because they got a fucking car payment, a house payment, or whatever fucking drug of their choice they need to do to look that good. Because 9 times out of 10, because I've been in that world, they're doing something to fucking enhance. This isn't all just fucking, I did 200 push-ups, sit-ups, and all that. It's a little helper from a needle, usually, that gets them there. And that's what gets them there. And then they fool you to make you think, I ate nothing but spinach, cabbage, and some other stuff. And then you eat it and wonder why the fuck you still look like a pile of shit. You know, they make you feel like shit, but you go pay these people money. Because you have no self-respect for yourself. Know your fucking worth. Know what you're worth. Quick, this because I got a good job. I got extra money. I'm gonna get a trainer. That's not. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. Because what's gonna happen is you might get an injury because you went fucking like 20 years without doing shit, and all of a sudden you think you're gonna run a motherfucking marathon. That's the funniest thing in the world. The motherfuckers that think they're gonna turn that on. You didn't have it when you was fucking turned on when you was 15. You wasn't. None of you motherfuckers ever did anything. I know a lot of you. Y'all didn't do shit. You didn't do shit. So to think that you're gonna now all of a sudden be a marathon runner or whatever the fuck, pipe dream. So let's start small. Walk. Let's eat better. Let's cut out sugary snacks. Sugary snacks. Fucking cancer needs sugar. That's the new thing. I don't know if it's true. Could be. So let's cut those out. Let's do better. I don't know the answer 100%. I ain't gonna go pay some jerk off who fucking got a midriff shirt on to tell me what it's gonna be. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna hand you a line of shit, and he's not gonna tell you I just did 20 cc's of something in my ass before I came out of here and pretend like I was doing something. And a lot of those motherfuckers, you look around, I love wrestling from the 80s. Them motherfuckers look fucking great. Rick Rude had the best set of fucking abs. You know what Rick Rude died of? Motherfucking heart attack at like 35. 30 fucking 5. This motherfucker was chiseled. That motherfucker had muscles on top of fucking muscles. And he's dead. You would think this motherfucker would live to be 60, 70, easily. 30 fucking 5, this motherfucker croaked. And he hit the gym every day. Did all this shit. There is a fine line. If you want to look like $1 million, you're going to have to probably cross the line. You're probably going to have to do something that's going to shorten your life. If you just want to be a healthier person, make wise decisions. Make better choices. You don't need some jerk off to yell at you. You don't need somebody to call you up in the morning and tell you to get the fuck out of bed. Because the only way that works is if you want to. Because that person yelling at you the first couple times, just like your parents, when you was a little kid, you'd cry. When your dad raised his voice, your mom raised her voice, you would get upset. Guess what happens after a while? You got immune to it. You said smart ass shit back to them. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck that they told you to pick your goddamn clothes up off the ground. When you was a little kid, they used to yell at you not to touch the light socket, and you would cry like a motherfucker. Now you fucking try to wreck a car into shit, and they tell you drive responsibly. Y'all don't even do that. So you really think paying money to another human being that you are not even atoning for what you do daily, you're not respecting yourself for what you put inside yourself, you're not respecting yourself to stay on a regimen, that you're going to pay another human being to hold you accountable is going to fucking get you to the promised land, to get you fixed, to get you the dream that you want. I'm going to tell you right now, the only thing it's going to do is make your bank account less, and it's going to make his more. And he's going to fucking clown with his other fucking buddies about how this fat ass came in today and was crying on the floor because he couldn't do one setup. And he's going to think it's hilarious, and you're going to go tell somebody, he was a real motivator. He really helped me in my dark times. He really, really pushed me. No, he didn't, because if he really, really fucking pushed you, your ass would have fucking done more. We'd have results. You don't have results. You have $200 less a month. And this guy is fucking living the greatest life. And you're not going to be, because he doesn't have any respect for you because you don't respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself and do the things you need to do, nobody else is going to respect you. You're going to get walked on. You're just, as a consumer market, you're just somebody is going to purchase the goods I'm selling. You're going to buy the bullshit. You're going to buy that self-help book. You're going to buy whatever the fuck anybody tells you because you don't have the respect to listen to yourself. You don't have the respect to think, man, I don't need 6 cheeseburgers today. Man, I don't need that Big Mac every day. I don't need this. I don't need that. Look, I get the convenience of stopping at fast food. I use that as an excuse many times. I work third shift. I use that lie. It's a motherfucking lie you tell yourself. If you want to lie to yourself and be that way, fine. Be that way. But understand that diabetes, fucking heart disease, your liver, your boy Chris Moon's gallbladder was so fucking big it attached itself to his belly. It moved over to my stomach. That's the price I paid for McDonald's fries. That's the price you pay for your bad decisions. and not being accountable. I didn't hold myself accountable. I didn't give a fuck. I thought I was being the greatest adult in the world. I had money. Money made me happy, and food made me happy. So I put them together, smash them bitches together. My liver is fucking way worse than a lot of you motherfuckers that probably party hard as fuck and got a lot of good stories to tell. I got a lot of good stories to tell about people recognize me in the fucking McDonald's drive-thru. Don't be that motherfucker. Do better. You don't need to pay money to somebody to motivate you. Motivate yourself. Save your $200. This week, I had a request from a moondog for a shout out. So for the best tipper in Clarksville, Carter, this is for you. I hope you stayed. I hope you ain't got your feelings hurt. I hope you understand this all comes from the heart because I care. I care about each and every one of you. I want you to all be better. You know, I laid in bed last night thinking of these topics and stuff, and I was going to be real super positive and all that, but y'all don't need that. Y'all need fucking the truth. Motherfucking truth is fucking in your face and right there for you. And that's who I am. I am there for you. If you need something, I am there for you. You can ask people. I've helped hundreds and thousands and millions of people. I'm a giver. That's what I do, and I'm helping you right now. And it comes off as tough love, and that's what it is. I've been in your face. I have talked some shit, but it all comes from fucking the heart and from experience. I've had a rough go myself, so I don't want you all to have the go that I have. You know, I want you to be better. I want you to smell Tide clean. I want you to have Febreze in your furniture. I want you to do all these things that you can invite people over and feel happy that they're at your house, that you're not using a thing of dog shit as a coffee table, because I don't want that for you. I don't want you to have garbage all over your house. I want you to be better. I want you to be happy. If you have all that stuff in there, you're not going to be happy. You're just going to be miserable. You're going to be like, oh man, I need to hire somebody to come in and clean this stuff up for me. We got a text from Noah. Let's see what's going on, Noah. Let's see. I don't know why. Noah's real active.
Yeah.
Apparently Noah needs a shot of the Sam's Club card. You know, we break the law in my family. He'll get one in a minute.
Don't tell anybody.
He'll be all right. Don't tell nobody. Shh. That's between us.
I mean,
you know. So it's been a weird. You know, it's always 2026. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Everybody's got all these pipe dreams. Everybody's got all this hope. You know, and January, I've said it before, is one of the biggest mental months of the year. You know, people have a lot of breakdowns. A lot of people do a lot of bad things to themselves. They get that bill from Christmas. They come down off that high. When your New Year's resolution doesn't fucking pan out, that you set the bar so fucking high and you've never did one pull-up in your life and you're going to do 10, and you have these goals that you set and you wrote it on paper, it's set in stone, and you fail and you feel horrible and you don't know what to do. Let's stop that. Make a resolution, make a promise to yourself inside your head. Keep it to yourself. You don't want people in on your resolution. It's yours. This is for you. Take time for you. A lot of you all have problems. You self-sabotage. You go out and you bring other people into your world. You go get a pet when you don't need a pet. You go do all these things to sabotage yourself as you go in life. Stop doing that. You're just pouring gasoline on the fire. Let's stop doing that stuff. Let's focus on you. Because I get why you don't want to focus on you. Because when you focus on you, the only person you got to blame is you. When shit doesn't go right, it ain't somebody else's fault. When your day is fucked up, it's you. But ultimately, you only going to get things are going to get better if you fix you. Sometimes, and we talk about this a lot, like if you have to cut people out for a while, it's okay. Jim does it. I do it. A lot of us crazy people, we understand that sometimes we got to go away. We got to fucking disconnect and reboot for ourselves, you know? And it's not selfishness. It's for what's best. Like, it's for the best. Like, Jim's a better Jim now than he was, 6 months ago or before. Sometimes we have breaks. We crack. We can't we don't want to bring you with us. When we're drowning, we don't want to fucking have company. When Titanic's sinking, I want to go drown by myself, and then I'll learn to swim. And I've learned to swim on my fucking own. I can go to a restaurant and sit down and order some food and play on my phone. That's the best fucking time. I can go to a movie by myself. A lot of y'all fucking can't do stuff by yourself. You feel like you got to have an audience. There's nothing wrong with doing shit by yourself. And I'm going to tell you now, you're going to find this enjoyable. You're going to like it. You're going to like spending time with you because you don't really know you. You know who you are, your dad, your mom, or your brother. That's your title. You know who that guy is. You know what he does. But do you really know what you do? Do you really know what you like? Do you really know what flavor ice cream really does it for you? Like, go order whatever you want off the fucking menu. There ain't nobody sitting across the thing gonna fucking judge you. Like if you wanted to try something and motherfucker's always negative, leave that motherfucker at home. There's nothing wrong with doing shit by yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to respect yourself. Learn that you are bigger than just whatever title you wear in this world. Or whatever title you don't. It doesn't, your job title is only important at work. Them people you work with don't fucking matter. They're just co-workers. They don't matter. Their fucking opinions don't matter. You're only smashed together because you all are trying to make money. You all share the same trauma bond of the job. If it wasn't for that trauma bond, you all wouldn't have a goddamn thing to talk about. 9 times out of 10, you all have nothing in common. And yet you let these people affect your day. You worried about what fucking old Susie said about you at work today. Fuck Susie. Who gives a fuck what Susie says? She's a fat bitch with fucking on her 3rd husband who has 3 kids she don't fucking like. But yet you let her affect your fucking world because her world sucks. Because when she goes home, she's a nobody. But at work, she thinks she's a somebody. And the only reason she thinks she's a somebody, and you give her that power. Don't give people power over you. Don't let them be the voice that defines you. You be the voice that defines you. You be the one that knows who the fuck you are. I know who the fuck I am. Either you like me, love me, or hate me. There is no fucking in between. And I don't give a fuck if you're on any of those. If you're on my team, awesome. If you're not on my team, good for you. Maybe you're smarter than I am. Maybe my team sucks. But I don't give a fuck. I like being on my team. I'm not asking you to be on my team. I'm asking you to start your own team. I'm asking you to give a fuck about you first. You first. When you start caring about you first, the world gets better. When you start worrying about your chicken tenders, your world gets better. I'm telling you, when you get your chicken tenders first, everybody will get their own. They'll figure it out. And when your kids get older, this will make more sense to you. They need to go out and get their own chicken tenders. They need to figure out how to get that. They're going to ask you a billion questions and you're going to feel like you have to fucking take over. I am guilty of it. But they need to figure it out because nobody answered the questions for you like that. You figured it out. And that's part of the damage you got with going in your mental capacity, that you've had to self-resolve some things, and a lot of things you didn't resolve. You just pushed it off to the side, and it turned into this ugly monster that sits over there. Be it your weight, be it your house, your car, or whatever the big monster is in your life, and then it becomes too fucking big to deal with by yourself. So you just let the monster sit in a corner, and it just keeps growing.
The battery's almost dead.
Here's the deal: the big monster, it's only big if you let it be. You need to learn to take care of yourself, love yourself. And we'll be back next week for the Chris Moon Show. Chris Moon loves you. And that's all you need for today. We'll try again next week.
I don't love you. I don't even like most of you.
You've been riding the madness. That's the Chris Moon Show. Hey! You've been riding the madness. That's the Chris Moon Show. 2 for 2, tell me once, do. Talk's been wild, laughs been loud. The truth got messy and the moon stood proud. From deep thoughts to nonsense flow, that's how it goes on the Chris Moon Show. It's the Chris Moon Show. Yeah, you already know. Let's go. He'll be back again to steal the show. It's the Chris Moon Show. Good night. Stay loud, stay real. See you next time on the Chris Moon Show. Just go. Just go. Diatron Media.